3 steps to make him want you and addict him. When you don't know the 3 steps to make a man want you and addict him to you, you lose a possibly good match, make him feel lukewarm and get bored, quite frankly. Now, when you know the 3 steps to make a man want you and addict him to you, then he gets more interested in you as time goes by, which is a very good thing. And I'm even going to share my fun magnet that puts a big smile on his face and makes him run towards you rather than from you. Hey, it's Erin, your personal love expert, back again on the channel where we make men make sense. VixenDaily. If you want to learn 3 steps to make him want you and addict him to you using science, then write "I'm ready" right now in the comments down below while the intro plays. This video has been requested so many times, so I hope you guys enjoy. But before we dive in to today's video, I have a very small favor to ask. If you like this video, any of my videos, anything about me, what I'm wearing, love advice, then give me a like, give me a thumbs up, share, subscribe, tell people all about it. So I want to explain something before we go to step 1. It's about love. Love is a dopamine-related chemical feeling, and addiction is actually heavily rooted in that same dopamine rush. So the dopamine rush creates an initial high, and then when you crash, you're no longer high, but you need more dopamine to get more and to reach that place once again. So you have the initial high, and then you make sure to withdraw your attention from a man and then give it back to him. This will create a cycle of addiction that will make him want to be around you more and more. And the truth is, this is a chemical process, so you're gonna be spiking the dopamine, getting him wanting more, release your attention, disappear, and make him desperately crave that initial spike of dopamine that he got when he first was around you. So you will be associated with dopamine. You definitely want to be associated with dopamine. You can look it up if you don't believe me. Dopamine is the feel-good pleasure center of the brain, so we want that dopamine. Step 1 is be fun to be around. This will spark adrenaline and dopamine, and it is fun. It will attach good feelings basically toward you, and lots of dating tips and relationship advice doesn't cover this. It is a very good thing if you make him want you and if you want to know how to make him addicted to you, because when you don't give off this fun energy, he wants to be around you less. So what you're doing here is you're carefree. You have a light, positive energy he enjoys. And also what will really crystallize this for you is think about what you're not doing. You're not worrying he's losing interest. You're not checking to make sure he's interested still, which feels like neediness to him and repels him. It's not fun. It's tedious. It's a drag. You're not trying to force or pressure him to commit. You're not trying to convince him to date you. Why would you ever want to convince him to date you? That is a horrible mentality. That's not fun. That is desperate. That is unattractive. You're not trying to trick him into liking you. You're not trying to impress him. The truth is, you don't need dating scripts to create attraction and to figure out how to get a man addicted to you or what men want to become addicted. No, you need the inner energy where you don't do any of those things I mentioned, but instead you let yourself be carefree, and that is fun. I want to point something out here because there's one ultimate thing that determines if your love life is easy, amazing, and perfect, or if there are problems where you feel like something is missing, you feel constant fear you're losing him or he's losing interest, you feel confused, nothing makes sense, maybe you even feel frustrated or heartbroken. What is the one thing that makes all the difference? Well, it's having the right perspective in your love life. When you have the right perspective, which in this case is to be fun, but there are other perspectives, and everything makes sense to you. You understand what's going on in his mind, sometimes even better than he understands himself. You see your love life clearly. You automatically know exactly what to do in any situation, and you naturally do the right thing when you need it to, effortlessly. Your love life just works. You don't have to think about it. You don't worry about it. It all makes sense and you're happy with it. Now, maybe this is the first video you've ever watched by me, or maybe you already subscribe to this channel and watch all my videos. But I wanna point out that what I'm really showing you when you subscribe to this channel is what the perspective is that really makes your love life effortless, easy and just plain work the way you've always wanted it to work, back to being fun. How do you actually be fun with a guy? Well, you are present in the moment, you are silly and able to laugh, you already have fun and you enjoy your life regardless of whether he's in it or not. I heard a quote that I think applies very recently. I don't expect my partner to make me happy. How can you expect someone to make me happy when you can't do it for yourself? So the point here is you're at peace with whether the guy comes and goes. You don't believe a person can make or break you, and you have an overall feeling of just playing and having fun with things without needing things to work out in a certain way. The energy is kind of, let's see what happens and explore, rather than, I need this to happen or my life is ruined and I am gonna bang my head against a wall and my whole day is over. No. You're having fun and you don't really care if he loves you or leaves you. You're pleasantly detached. You're fun, but you don't truly care what happens because you're enjoying him. You don't care about getting him or possessing him. You're considerate of him, but you're not trying to impress him. You don't really care what happens. Very powerful statement there. Take a moment to really think about it. You care, you enjoy him, but you don't really care what happens. What are the rules for yourself? I want to give you 2 to follow so you know that you're on the right track to being fun. Don't focus on what could go wrong. Instead, listen to what he says and engage with him in the moment. Faking it turns him off. Faking is trying to impress. It is being way too over the top and you're trying way too hard. You can't fake being present. Enjoy him for who he is, and maybe you find out you never even liked him in the first place. This only happens though when you're present and you're at peace inside. Step 2 is do not move too fast. So instead of moving too fast, have fun, let things take time. It's a good thing to do because if things were going to work out, it's the only way to make it happen, and it's a bad missed opportunity if you don't do that because you never know what could have happened. So let the natural pace happen, let things progress without forcing it. Never try to force things. If it happens naturally, it happens. I have a metaphor for you to really illustrate this. If you want a plant to grow, you give it great soil and water and sun, and it grows at its own speed. There's no such thing as rushing a plant growing. In a relationship, the quality of your attention and your mood is what grows it, but it grows at its own speed. So when you force it, you have an outcome that you need to have happen in your mind, and you try to make an agenda happen that doesn't let the plant grow naturally. It feels manipulative and desperate, and fear of loss is at the heart of this, an attraction-killing mindset. When you're not moving too fast, you end up being able to see him and the dynamic for what it is, and you let the spark build. You don't have expectations of an outcome you need to have happen. You enjoy it for what it is and you see where it goes instead. So don't get too excited, and don't let this excitement then turn into fear of it not happening, then reassurance seeking, and then desperation to get reassurance, because desperation will make your worst fear a reality. A woman that I helped and that I coached got separated from her husband, and she reconnected with a guy she knew from before, but she was so excited that she put all her eggs in this basket, and she started thinking, it's fate. She stalked his social media, and one day she saw that he liked a girl's pictures on Instagram. Now she has a true mental collapse, and the girl turns out to be his daughter. He dumps her and becomes disgusted by her. It was not repairable. It literally took a year just to get him to even remotely entertain the idea of being with her again, and a year is a very long time. Step 3 is make him crave you by taking your attention away. So this puts a space between you and makes him crave you, and it's not gonna be possible to make him addicted to you if you're always around. So space, 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 space. Space is the heart of what men need to miss you, to love you, and men need this process. If you do not give a guy this process, you are killing any attraction. The biggest part of how to make a man fall in love is giving this process. Most women cheat themselves out of experiencing love because they interrupt a man's process of falling in love, and men fall in love in your absence when they're away from you by themselves, because absence really does make the heart grow fonder. So give him space. That's when men process their emotions. Men work out their emotions in private as well, which is why you need to give a guy space to fall in love and to stay in love with you. When you're giving him space, you're gonna be doing active time, focusing on yourself and living your own happy life that you love. Now, you're making a mistake in your love life and you don't know it because your instincts are tricking you. So what if you had a personal love expert at the exact moment you needed it, who could give you answers to any problem with men and save you from making the wrong move? Well, we get so many comments these days now, and you know I try to reply to everyone, and I still will, but I wanted to create a private group where you can get individual attention from me to help with whatever you're dealing with in your love life, and in order to give you the love life that you truly want. No problems anymore, no confusion, no heartache, and no more heartbreak. Space is limited, but if there's still space available, you can connect with me in the insider group, VixenInsider.com. That's VixenInsider.com. There you go. I hope that this helped. Be sure to comment with your thoughts on this video and your thoughts on this topic or any questions you might have, and subscribe to the channel for more love advice so you can have the love life that you really want. And I will see you next time.